Hello, welcome to the vlog. I've been rewatching gameplay of The Last of Us because people are playing the remastered version right now. Right now though, I am making some dinner because I had some tofu that I needed to use up. So I marinated it and I'm gonna make some rice. The rice just has a little bit of seasoning and some edamame beans in it. And then the tofu, I put garlic, dashi powder, soy sauce, miso paste, sesame oil, and a few other things that I've forgotten at this point. But it smells really good. It's a little bit of a simple dinner. Today has been going by pretty quickly, mostly because I've just been cleaning all day, and the kitties were no help. I finished all the assignments that were due today, so now I need to check and see if they've uploaded the next. They do it in like half weeks, so it uploads every week twice. I'm gonna check and see if they've uploaded any new assignments, and if not, I wanna do some sketching. I'm probably just gonna use my iPad. I really have been trying to emulate graphite on my sketchbook in a digital format. So I tested out a new pencil for that last Patreon drawing that I did, and I like how it looked, but then I added color and it wasn't really giving like the same effect that I wanted out of like sketchbook material. So this time I think I'm just gonna use a monochromatic color, like something bluish gray a little bit to kind of emulate graphite, and then we'll see if that works, because I also need to figure out like a good paper texture to put on the back of it, because I think that would help. But yeah, we're gonna do that if I don't have any assignments due, and if not, I'll probably do that tomorrow. Right now I'm gonna finish cooking dinner real quick. I do in fact have some homework to do, so I will be doing sketching tomorrow probably. That's gonna be it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so I had mentioned in my last vlog that I wanted to try and read at least one book per month. And for January, it was Before the Devil Knows You're Here by Autumn Krause. And I'll put like the summary up on the screen. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I liked the spooky elements. I thought that it was really well written because it's very easy to get invested in what she's writing or like what she's saying in the storyline. I tend to get distracted very easily when I'm reading if I don't have like an audiobook following along with it, or if I am trying to read in silence. I get distracted so easily and my thoughts start drifting, and then I have to reread paragraphs. And like this one, I didn't have to do that with. I followed along and was like super invested in the whole story the entire time. I feel like she does a really good job of like building that bond between the two characters and eventually leading into a romance based on like all of their traumatic experiences and like all of their back and forth and their personalities and everything. I feel like the characters mesh really well together. It's a very easy read. It's very quick to read. I just didn't set aside a lot of time to read it, so it did take me the whole month to finish it. I was reading it in like my 10-minute breaks at work and in the bath and stuff, so I would only really leave myself like 45 minutes to read this at a time, so it did take me a little while. But super easy, very short. It's only like 223 pages, I want to say. There is a little bit of horror aspect to it, so if you're not as interested in that, it's not like overtly gory. I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube, but it's not overtly like in your face gross, if that makes sense, whereas like a lot of horror books are just for the sake of being like a horror book, you know? So, and I don't think this is necessarily classified as a horror book. 10 out of 10. My favorite book this year so far. It's only been 1 month, but I mean, we're gonna read more books along the way. I have another one that I ordered, which I don't really want to order too many books. I'm gonna try and read a lot of the ones that I have that are sitting around and like I haven't finished. So that includes Gideon the Ninth, which I've been listening to the audiobook for. That one I am slowly getting through. It's just a lot. I feel like the way that it's written, there's so many names you have to keep track of. There's so many descriptions that are just like overwhelming sometimes. I feel like there's a lot of information and sometimes too much information to like set the scene, if that makes sense. I don't need that much information. So like I kind of like just being able to like imagine what it kind of comes together as, rather than this person telling me every minute detail. I do enjoy the story and I like the concept a lot. I just find it a little hard to get invested in because there's just so much information on the page. So I am still not rereading, but I'm finishing that read. But that one I am kind of like, if I finish it in February, I'll finish in February, but I'm not like too worried about it. I think I'm on like chapter 21 right now out of, I don't even know how many chapters. That's a big book. But there's another one that I ordered, which is what I was trying to say. Well, technically I've ordered 2 books. One of them is a poetry book from a Palestinian writer. I think it comes out in March. But I pre-ordered that one. It's called The Moon That Turns You Back by Hala Elin. I'll have to figure out how to say that name, but I'll put it on the screen here as well, just in case. And the second book that I ordered is called Briefly a Delicious Life, and that one's like a ghost story. But yeah, that one should show up today, I believe. So we're gonna start reading that one for February, and I'm gonna kind of tandem read Gideon the Ninth and A Delicious Life, so I'll let you know my thoughts on those books. I mean, I kind of already described what I thought about Gideon the Ninth. It's a lot, and that one I'm probably not going to finish in February, but I'm going to try. We will see. If you guys have book recommendations, by the way, please comment them below. I really want to know what you guys are reading. Today I have a lot of things I have to do. I have some assignments to finish, and I need to upload all these clips that I've been taking and actually start editing them. I'll see you guys in a minute. The next book on my list is Angelica and that Lucifer series that I was talking about earlier, Right Up to the End. Like I said earlier, I think at this point I'm starting to lose interest. I hate this. Not read more books in the series. Overall, I don't think I liked this book even a little bit. The next book on this list is Evening Dress and that is by Ashley Lynn. I have to make the February Patreon download. That one I have been going back and forth on what I wanted to actually draw for it. I originally had that locket idea, which I think I mentioned earlier in this video. If I didn't, it doesn't really matter. I'm scrapping it anyway. But really need to get that one done. And I was reading more of this book. I got pretty far into the book. I'm on page 95 right now. I'm liking it so far. It's not quite what I expected when I heard the synopsis. It's more so delving into the ghost's past life and the, like, not main character, but the main love interest's past life. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I think it's written well. I just think that me personally, I was expecting a little bit different. But then again, I didn't really have like a full set expectation on what it was supposed to be, other than like a ghost unrequited love story. So I don't know. I'm gonna continue reading this later tonight, I think. I do have to work tomorrow, so I can't stay up too late. My neighbors have been keeping me up. I feel like their exercising times have been getting later and later into the day, so now they're staying up until like 10:30 at night exercising, and it shakes the whole house. I love that they are, you know, bettering themselves, but I need sleep, especially when I have to be up at 3 in the morning to go to work, so I've been a little cranky lately.
The farmer's dog is just our way to help people take care of them. And so the best way to be able to see this is to have a single light source. So it's gonna come with a the shadow side will never be brighter than the light side. Okay, so